passion.
Big crowds, big games, big moments.
Hatred.
Fierce.
Football is the largest sport worldwide, and its rivalries are just as immense. Here in London, it's no different.
You know, rivalries are fun, like as a fan, like they're big games, they're important. Just mainly like how fun rivalry games are, it's just hype, simply said.
So what makes a rivalry? For most teams, it's the opponent who's closest to them that is their biggest antagonist. That's true for nearly every part of the world, from the US to London.
They're very close to where we are. They're in North London as well. And obviously we're on each other's doorsteps. So obviously it's going to be a big rivalry when you're playing like the team on your doorstep. So it's always tense on game day.
In London, there are 7 Premier League teams, which means one of your biggest rivals could be just a few tube stops away. And with some of them being the biggest clubs in the world, the stakes are even higher. Anytime 2 teams face off on the pitch in the capital, it's called a London Derby, and the atmosphere is electric. A Midwestern comparison would be when the University of Kansas faces off against Kansas State on the gridiron.
Being a kid from Kansas, I know a lot of people that are over there in Lawrence at KU. I think that there's really a net positive to any of these rivalries. Like, it's not necessarily all hate and all bad blood. I know that when KU comes here or we go over to Lawrence, people show out and students will travel and kind of bring some good reunions. So there's good things that come out of the rivalry for both sides, and you know, it can even be a love-hate relationship in some forms.
Another way that rivalries are formed are through competing against each other in important games. Historically, in the United Kingdom football leagues, it was Manchester United against Arsenal.
Manchester United, back in the day, obviously Arsenal, I don't know if you know their history, but they're pretty big. And obviously Man United, they're big as well. So there were 2 teams at the top, and that game days they got pretty violent.
Rivalries are the lifeblood of any sport, and football fans in London have plenty to choose. In London, Landon Platter, MHK, all